And when the time came to take responsibility, I didn't run from it. I stood firm, not as a politician, but as a soldier with a mission to defend our sovereignty and build a better future for our children. That is the story of my journey. Am Ibrahim Traore, a son of Africa, raised by the struggle and driven by the dream of a free and united continent, was not born into power. I was not raised in wealth or luxury, come from a modest background, from the soil and sweat of a hard-working Burkinabe family. I was raised with dignity, with faith, and with a deep respect for people and for the land we walk on. My parents taught me to value honesty, hard work, and humility. Three things that still guide me today. Grew up in a small town where life was simple but full of meaning. We had no gold, no oil, no riches, but we had community. We had each other. Was born and raised in a humble family in Burkina Faso. Like many children of my generation, I grew up with strong values, respect, discipline, and love for my country. My parents, though not wealthy, gave me the most important gift, the spirit of dignity and the sense of responsibility. From a young age, witnessed the struggles of my people, poverty, injustice, and the lack of opportunity. That shaped me. Knew that one day had to stand up and do something greater than myself. Chose the path of the military, not for power, but for purpose. Wanted to protect my people, wanted to serve the land that gave me everything. Military life taught me sacrifice, strategy, and leadership. It wasn't easy, but embraced it fully. I trained hard, studied harder, and stayed loyal to the mission of protecting my nation. My rise through the ranks was never about titles. It was about trust from my brothers in arms and trust from the people. She always reminded me that no matter what became, Holam. As a child, I watched my people suffer, not because they were lazy, not because they lacked dreams, but because the system failed them. Saw injustice in the eyes of farmers whose land had been taken. I saw hopelessness in the faces of youth who had no jobs, no schools, no voice, and from a very young age, asked myself, why? Why must we continue to suffer in a land so rich in culture, in history, and in spirit? It was in those questions that the soldier in me was born. But before wore a uniform, wore a school uniform. Education became my weapon, my first battlefield. Studied hard, not for titles or praise, but because knew that knowledge would be the foundation of freedom. I wanted to understand the world, to understand politics, economics, and history. I wanted to know why Africa, despite all its beauty and strength, remained under chains, and who was holding the keys.